Hello, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Andrew.
And we are doing an instant trailer review for The Purge.
Dedicated in the memory of Roger Ebert. We just found out.
He very sadly just passed.
Yeah.
And he changed film criticism forever.
I cannot say how upset I am never to read another new Ebert review.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
But
he left us a legacy of work.
But we are reviewing.
Yes.
His memoriam. We are reviewing The Purge, directed by...
giving our impressions of the trailer.
Of course. James DeMonaco.
Yes.
Who also directed a movie called Staten Island, and he wrote the screenplay for the remake of Assault on Precinct 13. So,
which feels a lot like this, also starring Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, so he's worked with Ethan Hawke. That's 2 times before. Ethan Hawke was also in the movie Staten Island or Little New York. It's got kind of like 2 titles.
I never saw it. Did you?
I have not seen it, but man, I could not be a bigger fan of Ethan Hawke.
This movie actually comes out a week after Before Midnight.
So Ethan Hawke's going to be having a week. Man.
Let's hope it's good because all the goodwill that we'll have from that movie.
Now, there's Lena Headey.
Again.
Who we also saw in the Mortal Instruments trailer.
Yes. God love her.
Let's just talk. The big thing about this is the concept.
Yeah.
It's a real elevator pitch kind of movie.
Concept film, yeah.
And it goes as follows. America is in good shape in this movie.
Yes.
Why is it in good shape? Because for 12 hours a year, all crime is legal and people can go absolutely crazy.
It's the kind of concept that a 13-year-old will come up with, but that's fine.
But weirdly,
it's charming.
Seems like a classy picture.
Yeah.
And a really effective one.
And I think that's going to make it work. I think that's why I like it.
Because, me too, because I honestly, and this is going to sound backhanded and I don't mean it so, they took a concept that you could be like, what? And like are playing it so straight that it sells it.
Exactly. The greatest comparison I could give it, which is a high praise, is
you're gonna say Escape from New York, aren't you?
I wasn't gonna say Escape from New York, although Escape from New York this feels like a Carpenter movie that he would have done.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say Battle Royale because both this and Battle Royale have a very cynical like concept.
Yeah.
But they are treating it with like respect,
dead serious.
Yeah, the dead seriousness and respect
for life. And
already
they had the shot of the neighbor sharpening a machete outside. And like, I feel like for days beforehand, you would just be looking at people sideways like, what are you going to do?
Exactly, yeah.
If anyone was angry with me, ooh, buddy, I would stay clear away from them.
But you do kind of like, the more you think about it, the more you're like, maybe this would work. People wouldn't be, this crime wouldn't be down, civilization wouldn't be amazing.
It's like the
because people like are getting out to search, but more because of fear, because they don't want to piss anybody off for the day that the Purge.
That's true. I never thought about that aspect of it.
Interesting.
They could do 12 hours of exercise. Just let everybody blow off some steam.
Like that prison, they all dance to the Michael Jackson Thriller song.
Yeah. Now, let me say a thing or two about Ethan Hawke because I'm a huge fan. I'm not kidding. I don't know why you keep laughing.
I'm sorry.
If you need to make something seem natural and like nothing's weird about it at all, get Ethan Hawke. The dude is natural in every situation and genuine in every scene. He will sell anything.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Daybreakers, World of Vampires. Dude's he's like, oh yeah, this is every day.
Yeah, he's like our own young American Anthony Hopkins.
When he freaks out like a normal person would. The dude's amazing.
He's a great actor.
I
always liked him. Yeah.
So, we're in a.
There's not even the police don't even respond. Or
we're having
departments or anything.
The big moral of this story is don't be a good person because it'll come out and bite you.
Well. Yeah. So we're having a moral conundrum. This seemingly androgynous child doesn't know whether they should let this man in or not. I'm not kidding. Now, I thought it was a girl at first, but when she talks, it sounds like a boy. I'm not making a joke.
Another comparison we can make to Panic Room because Panic Room infamously.
And I need to make it clear.
Kristen Stewart, and nobody knew if that was a boy or girl. She was also androgynous. I'm not making fun of this child. Like this child is either a very pretty little girl or a very handsome little boy. I just don't know which one. Like that's all I'm saying. But that might say more about you than anything. No, I'm just joking.
So now he's in.
Yeah.
Trouble starts.
Yep. And
Ethan Hawke.
I want to say
right here, like every other shot of his life, selling it. The dude's the best.
Graham Chapman in a skit on Monty Python actually came up with this concept. He said like the only way we can bring crime down is to take away the rules.
I want to talk about this for a second. Producer of Paranormal Activity and Sinister. His name is Jason Blum. He runs Blumhouse Productions.
Yeah.
Which has been a powerhouse of low budget horror movies that make so much damn money.
They rake it in.
It's out of control. Apparently, he has a business model. It's like, I'm not going to make any movies that cost more than $3 million. And
it's
my
working.
goodness, is it working?
It might not bring in high art.
It's crazy. If New Line had had that kind of like
mentality.
Back before the trouble, if they'd been like, we'll make Lord of the Rings, but only for $3 million, they would have made so much money. But they're back. They're doing well.
They're okay. They're on Warner Brothers' side.
Does this look like The Strangers? You tell me.
It does. I mean, this whole the vibe is Panic Room meets The Strangers meets Assault on Precinct 13, as done by John Carpenter. So unoriginal. I'm just joking. No, it's really.
Did you practice that?
I just made it up because that's what I do.
Right. Well.
It is kind of. I'm sold in this movie. I think it's a very fun concept.
Again, if you take a concept like this and you sell it to me and you put Ethan Hawke in the movie, I'm gonna go. Lena Headey too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Is it a boy?
I think it's a boy. When he talks, it sounds like a boy.
I honestly thought it was a girl this whole time.
Every different shot. I don't want to. I don't want to make it seem like I'm making fun of this kid. I'm not at all. I'm sure they were lovely. Like, I literally just like the hair is confusing me. I don't know.
I hope she doesn't watch YouTube videos.
Guess they couldn't get Ryan Gosling, huh?
or what's his name from Funny Games? And
yeah, he does look like Brady Corbett.
Brady Corbett, yeah.
That's
really
who I
thought
creepy
it was
what they
at
do.
first.
Oh my god, that's really creepy. That'll work every time. Creepy smile, you got me.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Creepy mask.
That's The Strangers, though, isn't it?
These masks are a little creepy.
Oh, they're a little more. They have more character.
Yeah, these guys seem like.
More screen.
Hey, we're gonna come in and kill you, but like we're a little charismatic outside. We'll make the audience laugh, and they'll feel conflicted about it. That shot's really awesome. I just want to say.
That is cool.
Nice little rack focus from best actor on the planet, Ethan Hawke. Back.
I'm starting to question your sincerity.
I'm not kidding. I'm such a huge Ethan Hawke fan.
You're a big before midnight, before.
Well, I haven't seen him before.
Yeah, sunset and sunrise.
This is.
I do really like the music. I mean,
they're playing some social commentary going now.
Totally. And it's always the trope with horror movies to play lullabies and kind of like choir songs, ironically against violence, whatever. It still works for me.
It's hardly ironic though, because it's like.
It's
not like this is a comedy.
You're right. Yeah. But it's usually like the last thing you would expect with. Yeah. Visually with that.
And it's really interesting. Obviously, the movie's saying something about America. I'm not sure if it's really... I don't know if it's suggesting that this is actually a good idea.
Yeah.
You know? But something about the look of this movie, the look of it is very natural, which I think is very important for selling this kind of concept.
Yeah.
Which goes back. The look is the Ethan Hawke of cinematography.
Yeah, I tell you, if there was like a few gags in this trailer, I would have like... shat all over it. Like, I would have been like, this is just a stupid kind of cynical take.
Oh, you mean like if they were like...
If they were a little too cute.
If they had funny lines, like, wait until the sun comes up.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, like if it was like, hey, do you think you could keep that tree off my side of the lawn? And he's like, oh, we'll see tomorrow. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. But, because, like, this is true exploitation, not that grindhouse shit, which is, like, wanting to be a cult thing immediately. This kind of feels like it's taken itself... so seriously that it's going to earn its stripes, so to speak.
Earn its stripes?
Yes.
Anyway, I'm in. Pros. Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke for sure. Yeah. Lena Headey, awesome. Cool concept. I think that like, I think it'll be a cool. I have a feeling it's probably a little more pulpy than they're playing off. It reminds me of like. A movie Roger Corman would make.
Oh, totally.
You know?
Yeah,
and it'd be like one of the really good Roger Corman movies.
Yeah. And it would have said something about the time.
I think if someone's going in thinking that like this movie is saying something serious and trying to actually pitch that this idea is something that would work is missing the point.
Exactly. Because that's like saying, the Battle Royale would work. You know?
Yeah, no.
Of course it wouldn't.
No, it's like fun to think about a world where that happens.
Exactly.
You know?
Or the Hunger Games. Oh yeah, let's do that.
So I'm in.
I'm completely in. I honestly like my qualms. It's been a pretty good past few days of trailers. I have like nothing to say that is potentially negative about this, with the exception that it'll maybe the high concept will die down really early on, and then it'll just go into random the strangers.
They have two high concepts, kind of, because there's the high concept of the America and the letting 12 hours of criminal activity, whatever. But then the dude comes into their house, and then they're stuck with this guy.
Part.
And then these people want him, and then you're stuck with the moral conundrum. Do you release him to the wolves?
There you go.
Or do you protect the man?
DP is one of Michael Bay's main.
Michael Bay is also a producer on this film.
No way, I didn't know that.
Pain and Gain and Transformers.
Dang, I'm
But
so.
it doesn't look that teal.
This
It doesn't.
Is his first job at TV.
Oh wow, he probably took all the bad habits that he had to put on for his entire career, and it's like, I'm not gonna do blue and teal. Yeah.
He's like, finally, no filters. But yeah, Michael Bay is actually, it's a Platinum Dunes production.
You know, Platinum Dunes gets a lot of they're going to do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well. I'd say the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake they did, I liked.
All right.
I thought it was fine.
I didn't see it.
I still love the original more. I thought it was fine. Friday the 13th was but you know. And God, The Hitcher was terrible. What am I saying? They've done some crap. I just don't remember it.
Well, they make genre pictures.
Yeah.
Sometimes you hit them, sometimes you don't.
Thank God he's doing an original one for once. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
James DeMonico, they got a guy.
Yes.
He's written some stuff.
He has. This is original, therefore I'm going to champion it no matter what. It's
So,
not a
The
remake.
Purge, what do you think? Comment below, let us know.
Yes.
Yeah, until
What
next
would you
time.
purge?
Nothing.
What would you do on this?
I would be hiding like Ethan Hawke in my house.
All right. But what if you didn't have a house like that? What if you lived the way you live now and, modestly?
Then I'd probably be killed. Honestly, I'm giving you the truth. By
If it
everyone
was
who
you or
thinks this,
them.
for everyone who thinks this trailer is terrible, and anyone who really liked the Kick-Ass 2 trailer
Exactly.
and was angry
Yeah.
that I wasn't even in that trailer review. I'm still getting flack for it.
Yeah.
I've
gotten death
They would
threats.
probably come kill me on The Purge.
Of course, the kind of person who would love Kick-Ass 2 is the kind of person who would send death threats to anybody who would criticize it. But beside that...
Well, Andrew just went some places. I don't agree with that. In case The Purge happens...
I don't either.
I don't agree with that. Anyway.
If The Purge happens, I'm going to die.
Oh my God.
I've criticized so many people in my life.
Oh my goodness, Michael Bay is going to kill you so much.
I can't wait for his movie, though. I
Pain
like
and Game
Michael
looks
Bay.
awesome, but
Yeah.
so
All right.
there. Until next time, I'm Ryan.
I'm Andrew.
Thank you for watching.
Have a good one.